Say something that will make my day, 'cause these memories of her won't go away. They're haunting me so I can't sleep. She was a pretty little liar who cut me deep, 'cause she left me here alone. Now my bed feels just like cobblestone. Oh, why did she go? Oh, was I supposed to know that she'd leave? Was I too naive to think that she'd be the one? Whoa, why did she go? I met her back in 2005. It was her crooked little smile that caught my eye. Time went by and it was her and I. She promised me to never leave my side, but she left me here alone. I know it's dumb, I still check my phone, 'cause I can't move on. Whoa, why did she go? Whoa, was I supposed to know that she'd leave? Was I too naive to think that she'd be the one? Whoa, just tell me, why did she go?
Welcome. We're here for free live tarot readings. Can I switch the screen? Yes, I can. Yay. All right. Okay. So it looks like the camera number 2 that I made yesterday is now dead, and it's dead at the beginning of the stream. That's really fun. That's awesome. So how's everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. Bartman, Swati, Diane, Leo, Prashi, and let's see, who else? I think that's it. All right. Video capture device, add, and that one is locked up, but I did make one yesterday. Appears I need to make another one. And let's go with that. No, let's go with that. Yes. Is that going to work? Apparently not. It apparently is not going to work. Okay. Why aren't you going to work? Device default, capture audio only, use custom audio device. And let's do deactivate and activate maybe. See if that's going to work. No, it's not going to work. Okay. Let's make that invisible. And then let's go to the original camera, deactivate, and then activate. Oh, yes, we are back. We are back. Okay, so we're back. Pardon the interruption there. We're here for free live tarot readings with a locked up camera issue. You know, never had this issue before. I don't know what's going on, but we do need a focus. That is a good focus right there. All right, so we're sort of setting up. Well, you know, we'll consider this a warm-up. This is a warm-up. The camera is blurry. Not anymore. No, more technical problems. Brandon, welcome. Boo-Boo, how you doing? Siam, welcome as well. Tina, welcome. How are you? All right, I think we're good now. I think we finally fixed everything. Prashi, please answer my question. I don't know what your question is. Violet Lotus, welcome. Ilda, HX Shimsy, how's everybody doing? All right, Seba. Wanted to know yesterday, do they still look at my FB? We have the 7 of coins, the Hermit, the 6 of coins, the 3 of cups. I do think they sort of look at it. I don't think they're on there all day or anything like that, but they do still sort of take a peek, right? The Hermit, they feel a little lost without you. I think that they want to know what you're doing, how you're doing it, and they definitely want to find out, what's going on over there. They kind of miss you, it seems. Six of Coins, they're the giving. They want your attention. You see that with the Six of Coins, the giving card. They want your attention. They want that giving aspect from you. They're just maybe not getting it, or they're just feeling like they're a bit of alone or not having the fun that they used to have. But the Six of Coins says, yeah, they need that attention. They need people. They need people to give them attention, and your attention is especially something nice. The Three of Cups, I don't think this is the only person that's looking at your Facebook. I think you have a couple of people that are sort of there. Maybe another ex, maybe people that friends or whatever, which is sort of the Three of Cups card in the first place. But yeah, definitely looking at your Facebook. They're still giving you a little bit of a stalk here and there. Violet Lotus, welcome. Nina, how are you doing tonight? Paula, welcome. Tammy, how are you doing? So yeah, they kind of miss you. They want that attention. They like that when you gave them attention, and they do want it back. And they're going to look at your Facebook, see what you're doing, and sort of imagine themselves back in your life, or definitely look for an opportunity to sort of sneak back into your life if they possibly can. So yes, they are looking at your Facebook. So how is everybody doing tonight? It is Friday. It is Friday. I think it's going to be a fantastic Friday. I'm just saying that this Friday, right now, we got it going on. This is the place to be. All right, Rubin. Is it Ruben? No, it's Ruben with two N's, not two E's. Wanted a general. Let's get to the general for Ruben. And to do that, let's use the Waterfall Tarot. We got to use it sometime today. It is my deck. Tio, it finally arrived. Oh my God, Paula, that took literally forever. Assel, what is going on? Paula, that took literally forever. I think I'm not kidding. I think that you're the last person to get the deck. I was actually surprised just how fast everybody got their decks on this round compared to the Echoes of Nature. Blah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. So I did order the iPhone today, by the way. I was up at 7 a.m. I ordered it within 10 seconds of the site coming up. It's going to be here next week. Unfortunately, if you order it right now, you're going to have to wait a month. So I did get my order in, my first new phone in 6 years. You're seeing a house today in Enfield. Is this the one? Blah, you are house shopping, my friend. You are house shopping. Nina, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, so let's do Rubin or Ruben, General. Five of Swords, Fool, Five of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. A little bit of a roller coaster action on here, mainly kind of focused on moving forward after an event. You know what I mean? Moving forward after an event, because you have the Fool. We need to move out of the event that we're in. We need to get something back to normal. We need to sort of sneak back into normalcy somehow. Hannah, welcome. Victoria, how are you doing? Welcome as well. We need to get back to some normalcy. Part of that is incumbent upon you, right? Leo, thank you for your donation as well. All right. But yeah, it's incumbent upon you. You sort of need to take that action after. We can't just wallow in the defeatist realm or the defeatist posture. That's not going to be good for anybody. And part of that is just sort of getting a move on and getting into the next phase of your life. Next phase of your life doesn't look great either. It does look like that you're sort of stuck within that life phase to where things are just sort of being challenged. Things are going wrong sometimes and all of that. So it's just sort of time to move on and time to move past some of this stuff. And don't let it slow you down. Don't let it drag you down. You don't really want to get caught up into all of that. That's not going to be something that you need. The 10 of Pentacles says tomorrow, the next month after that, we're going to get an improvement. It is looking better. So just sort of focus on that. Keep moving forward and ignore the negativity. I think you're going to be just fine and okay. So there we go. It is a general. A general. Now, Blah has yet another house. Blah has another house going on. Blah, I think you looked at every house except mine. I mean, I'm just saying, seeing a house in Infeld. I have no idea how to pronounce that, but we're going to see a house. I mean, that's basically it. Let's go for some decks we haven't used in a hot minute. One of those is going to be the Wizard's Tarot. Yeah. By the way, I got an email from a Kickstarter deck, and they said that the money that I gave them wasn't enough money. I needed to send more money. And I was like, wait a minute. That's not what was on the Kickstarter. Sunflower Tarot, thank you for your donation. Let me know what, Victoria, let me know what your question is. So the Nina said sound effects. No, that's just an error message on my computer as I delete stuff. I had to delete the new camera. So it turns out if I deactivate the camera and then reactivate the camera, it'll start working again. But I didn't know that, so I fiddled with it and I finally figured it out. All right, what are we doing? Oh, seeing a new house. Is this the one? 7 of Wands, 2 of Wands as well. This is sort of interesting. The 2 of Wands says keep looking. Basically, this is keep looking, right? 2 of Wands domain. Keep looking, keep going, keep searching. You have the window. You have all of these ships going on out here, all of these houses you need to look at. You definitely need to keep sort of shopping, you know. You may get sort of comfortable with this, but I don't think you're done shopping. I think you got more things to go, more places to be, more things to do. Ace of Swords says you get an initial good feeling about it. It's where you look at it, you're like, oh, this is not half bad. You get a pretty good vibe overall, and you sort of want to move forward with it, and you definitely want to check it out. Now, you sort of go in with the 7 of Wands. I think you find some things you don't like almost immediately. It's very quick that you find something you don't like. There's not a lot of delay. You're like, wait a minute, I don't like that particular thing there. I don't like this other thing over here. I think this start stacking up with that. The Devil also says you have some things there that you're not going to see. They're going to cause problems, and you figure that out during an inspection. So the Devil says, you know, keep a lookout. Keep a lookout for something that's going to be wrong with it. But yeah, the Ace of Swords, you have initial good impression. Then you start finding little things. Overall, it's best to keep on looking. Keep on looking, because house shopping is half the fun. That is half the fun. You know, the shopping part, because you get the real estate agent to drive you all around, and you know, they have to make I would hate to be a real estate agent. I really would. I just hate to be a real estate agent. You get to drive people around. You got to make small talk with them. I'm terrible at small talk. I want to talk about something important. I want to talk about work. I want to talk about tarot. I want to talk about something substantial. Small talk drives me up the wall. Drives me absolutely bananas. All right. I'm probably the only one in the world that doesn't like small talk, but that is just me. It's part of my personality. You know what I mean? Nina ordered too many decks. Well, yeah, don't watch the news, Nina, because there's a lot of good decks coming out. Just saying, you love small talk. Well, you know, you're probably a much better personality than me. My personality is pretty dry. I like work, and more work and more work. But I'm a Virgo, so it's that Virgo nature. You know what I mean? I'm not like a Capricorn or a Pisces or Aries or anything. I don't like small talk too much. Okay, so here we go. What are we doing with the Ace of Swords? Is going to be here every time now. We're going to move to California. When would be a good time? Maybe after the riots are over. I mean, I'm just saying, and the fires too. California, probably not the best place to be right now. I'm just saying. But yeah, the Ace of Swords says we're still shopping. We're still looking at that. Ace of Wands. We're looking at quicker is better than later. basically, right? So you have two instigators here. You have the Ace of Swords and Ace of Wands. Ace of Swords says start researching, start looking, start shopping, and get that on. Ace of Wands says get into the action as well and start getting moving on it. So it looks like sooner is better. So if you're looking for a good time, you're looking at relatively soon. I mean, it has that feel, especially you have two aces. You have the World, which indicates that the actual move will go well. Everything would be pretty good. Obviously, you want to wait until the fires and riots are over. But, after that, the World says that it's going to be a pretty good move. And I don't think it's going to be a big problem overall. King of Swords does say you have some disagreements on how to move or when to move. Either somebody is going with you and they don't want to move, they want different timing than you do. You also could have somebody that is at your destination you're either renting from or you're buying from or something like that, and they're not being very friendly with you. They jack the price and all of that other stuff. So yeah, you do have a little bit. You have to do a little bit of a dissuasion from going. The King of Swords is an active person that's telling you, maybe we would need to wait, or maybe you need to do this or that. And they sort of stack tasks upon you, which is not going to be a good thing. The World says overall it goes well though, but sooner is better. The two aces really sort of represent a more powerful Chariot or a Fool or something like that. It's crazy expensive out there, CM says. Yeah, there is that, There is that. It's crazy expensive. You get the benefits of all the unrest and, the fires and everything. Overall, sounds like a good place. Sounds like a great place to be. Okay. Let's see the next one. Leo, bringing my father to Sweden. Where will he live? I don't know. What's a Sweden town? Oslo? That's that Norway? No, that Oslo is not it. Stockholm. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I have no idea where he's going to live. I'm not sure where you want. You just want a reading, just sort of a general. I don't know anything other than Stockholm. I don't really know anything else. All right, but LS, bringing my father. Speaking of LS, whatever happened to Laura? You remember Laura, LS, from a long time ago? That was literally forever ago. But yeah. All right. Oh, let's see what else we got. We got the Tarot of the Divine. It is going to be a divine deck for this. Stockholm. There you go. I lived in Stockholm for like a year. So I was, I had a thing with somebody over there in Stockholm, and I lived there for a little bit, and that was quite an unusual experience. I learned a lot about Sweden. So interesting place. The forever day kind of sucked, but there's that. Can't have them in my house. I don't know. So this person had an extremely small apartment, and if you live in the U.S., you're lucky. You have a nice big place that doesn't exist in some other parts of the world unless you're willing to pay millions. So yeah, it was an interesting experience. Okay, let's turn that off and look for where is this person going to live. The Hermit says they're going to live on their own. That's for sure. They're going to live on their own. The Hermit says that this is going to be someone that needs to be isolated or on their own, or they feel independent. Well, I can't say live on their own, because certain parts of Sweden, like you're talking about, the rent is outrageous expensive. And I remember that there's a waiting list for apartments in some of the cities and all that. So anyway, either that they like to be alone, they want to be alone, maybe they need to be alone, depending upon the situation. In some countries you can't really be alone unless you're a millionaire. But yeah, Hermit says aloneness is going to be sort of key. Ace of Cups, they do need some place where they can be supported. It's like that they need some neighbors that can be supportive. They need some people in their life that can be, have their back. They definitely want to be somewhere that has a little bit of a community. That's going to be important for this particular person. Ace of Cups is all about that communication, the love, the connection, and talking to people, being people's friend, and in sort of, having a nice community. So the place that has a better community is obviously going to be a superior to that. So Ace of Cups into the Hermit. Now, the Four of Cups does say they're pretty peculiar about their friends and everything else. They're peculiar about where they want to live. The Four of Cups, you remember that's where you're being offered a cup, and it just doesn't feel like I want the next cup, but they're being offered it anyway. So they're going to be offered some places. They're going to have some opportunities. They're just not going to be happy with it all. They would rather have make their own decisions and have a more of a peculiar or a very picky type of situation where they want something exactly to their specifications, right? Eight of Coins says they're willing to work with people to get it. They're willing to work to get into that space. They're willing to pay as well, the Eight of Coins. So it does seem that they could get the money to pay for something as well. But Hermit, they'd obviously prefer to live alone. I don't know if that's reasonable in your area. I know in Stockholm, unless you make a lot of money, you're probably not going to live alone. But, that's this way it goes. Anyway. There you go. There's where they are going to live in Sweden. Sweden. All right. I learned to type Sweden really well, but speaking I was terrible at it. And in Sweden, if you speak really crappy Swedish, they just go immediately to English because they know you're going to speak English. So they go immediately to English. They don't want to put up with you. They're like, I don't got time to sit there and put up with whatever you're saying. I don't understand what you're saying. So, yeah, I'm going to switch to English, and I'm going to assume that you're going to switch to English so the misery can end. You know what I mean? The misery can end. Okay. With me and my terrible Sweden. But I was like reading Swedish articles, and I was on chat and stuff like that in Sweden. I had a Swedish keyboard and everything else. Anyway, that was a long time. That was 13, 14 years ago. Anyway, all right, let's see about the next question, which is what do we expect in the rest of 2020 as it rounds down? Hannah wants to know what is going to happen with 2020. Let's do that. Round out the year with a little Poe. Edgar Allan, that is. Edgar Allan Poe. The French just walk away from you cursing in French. That is true, too. I stayed in Paris for a month, and I got really used to Parisians, that's for sure. They don't want to deal with you either. Man, Paris has this massive transit system, but you look on the transit system and it has like the red line that links you to the yellow line, and you're like, okay, I'm going to go the red line, I'm going to go the yellow line, and I'll be at the Louvre, right? What they don't show you is that when it connects, there's like 152 flights of stairs that you got to go through. That they don't tell you that part. So you're making all these plans, and you realize that I'm going to have to walk about an hour between the red line and the yellow line. And that kind of affects your travel plans. You know what I mean? It does. It affects the travel for sure. But yeah, Paris had the best ice cream. That was some delicious ice cream, I got to say. I was I was fat during that time, so I got to say probably why I like the ice cream so much, but there is that. There is that. I really enjoyed that stuff. Anyway, so let's go with this. What are we going to do for the rest of 2020? How is it going to smell? What is going to happen? 5 of Wands, 2 of Wands, Lovers, 8 of Cups, and the Sun. We are looking at love, a bit of a love change as we sort of cycle through to the end of the year. The 8 of Cups into the Lovers, sort of this sneak preview. Okay, it seems that as far as love is concerned, we have some sort of a problem that creeps in where we just don't want to deal with it. We have some speed bumps in the road as far as love is concerned because you have the 5 of Wands. It's like we're fighting, we're struggling, and it feels like that struggle is real as we come to the end of the year, and it could also sort of leak over into our job. I think this beginning of 2021 is really going to clear up a lot of things. Part of the important part here is that the Sun is sort of at the end. And at the end, it's sort of a happy ending, no pun intended. But the happy ending does say that things are going to clear up. Things are going to cheer up a little bit. As far as a relationship goes, we are sort of in for a bumpy ride. It looks like we have some conflict. We have some fighting. It's just a situation where we don't meet eye to eye, and we do have a 5 of Wands sort of moment where things are going back and forth. The 2 of Wands, we need to make some choices as far as that. Andrea, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. The 2 of Wands, we need to make some decisions somewhere about something, and those decisions are going to be important. We can't just ignore these. We can't gloss it over. We have to make some decisions that are going to be fairly important for us. Part of that is going to be feels like we're moving somewhere, or we have some motion involved with that. The Lovers says that the relationships that we have, it may be a new relationship or some sort of relationship that we have is sort of going to be ending. The 8 of Cups, we're abandoning it. We're moving forward, getting out of this. That also sort of applies to some work situations where you need to get out of some stuff and get a clear head about some things. Because a lot of times we get too involved with a little bit of drama, with a little bit of the work stuff, and we end up in problems. So it's sort of time to abandon what is not benefiting us. What can we do that's going to clean up some of that stuff? Overall, the Sun says that at the end, it's going to be better. 2021 is looking really good for you. I think it's going to start to pick up around February and just increase from there. I know that we got a lot of stress. We got some worries. We have some sort of drama brewing. I don't think that's going to carry on past the end of the year. But yeah, we have a lot of better stuff coming in for 2021. January is going to be sort of muddled with some of the stink that came out of 2020, but I wouldn't worry too much about that. Again, 2021 is going to be your year, especially starting February. I would look at February, mid-February, to be this pinnacle of cool stuff that just starts flowing in. You know what I mean? Starts flowing in there. All right, Victoria wants to know, we need some money. We need some money for 2021. So Victoria is apparently not as lucky with the whole money winnings as Boo Boo is. That's for sure. So we're gonna get you, Victoria. We're gonna get you some money here for 2021. How is that gonna go? What are we gonna be doing here for that? All right. Let's see what kind of cash we can rake in for 2021. I think that's looking fairly decent. I do have a lot of interesting stuff coming in 2021 too. I want to make some new projects. I want to get some stuff going, but I have been so freaking lazy. It is so lazy. You have no idea just how lazy I have been for the past like 2-3 weeks. I need to get off my butt. Need to make some tarot videos. I've just been avoiding it. I need to fix that. But that is coming. That is coming. This weekend, I'm going to get off my butt. I mean, this weekend is a get off my butt weekend. Get some things done. Figure it out. All right. We got some money coming 2021. Are we going to be as lucky as Boo Boo with the money? We need to know. We need to know. By the way, in case you're wondering what deck this is, Nina, it's a Grimalkin Tarot. A nice little deck. A nice one. I really like this one. This is, we have so many collage decks just oozing out in this year. This one really did the job. This one got it done. Okay, we're going to be good or not. 8 of Wands, Hermit, Magician. As far as money goes, you have this weird investment opportunity in 2021. All right. About April-ish, late March, early April, you have some opportunity sort of sneaking in as far as investments is concerned. This is sort of interesting because it's something that you want to do. You're worried about it. You want to heavily research it. You're kind of hesitant about it, but you do think that it's going to make you some pretty good money. The Hermit into the Magician. Now, what does this sort of smell like, right? The Hermit says, I want to do it by myself. I want to get this research done. I want to figure out how to do these things. I don't want to be just completely dependent upon somebody if it's my money. So I think that you end up sort of digging in, maybe a little too deep, maybe a little too much into that. But the Magician says overall, you're capable of doing it. It's perfectly fine. Again, you have doubts because you're sort of trying to figure out, this is an investment. Do I really want to go with it? All right. You have some problems monetarily about this time as well. And not problems, it's just you don't have enough money. If you're going to invest in it, you want more money, you want some more spare money, and you did, and you sort of have that thing going where I want to be more in that. Eight of Wands says, I think you're really looking for money in 2021. It does pan out, I would say, around late July, early August. Yet, holy shit, Raina. Wow, Raina, thank you so much. Raina, did you buy something or did you just make that donation? Raina just donated $100 over Square. Wow, Raina, thank you so much. That is extremely beyond extremely generous. So thank you, Raina. Everybody put some boo-boos in the chat for Raina. Raina is amazing. Thank you so much. All right, you sort of caught me off guard with that. Do you want anything? Do you want some more tarot decks? Do you want me to do another picture of a princess or anything? Let me know. I appreciate that very much. Okay. Anyway, caught me off guard with that. All right. So, like late July, early August, I think that you're in for some more money. I think that you get a little bit more money. Money starts flowing in a little bit. Well, did she mean $1? Money starts flowing in a little better. I'm not saying you get like a Raina type windfall. You know what I mean? Anyway, but you do get a money starts flowing in better. I think that carries on for the rest of 2021. All right, so let's review. February, you're looking at some sort of investments that are coming in late July, early August. I think money just starts flowing in better, about probably like 10%, 20% better. It just feels like it's flowing. It feels like it's coming in. It feels like you're really getting some stuff done. And part of that is the Eight of Wands. I think you just get bored. You start with some new adventures, some new stuff, right? Could be selling stuff. It could be opportunities. It could be a different investment that you're looking about. And there we go. So the Eight of Wands talks about your movement over 2021 drastically affects what you get during the end of the year. So if you feel like doing something, you feel like you have, obviously entertainment purposes only, never invest or do anything based upon a random tarot dude on YouTube. But yeah, anyway, so you get the idea. So there you go. You can come back and watch this video, mark this video in your favorites, and come back and watch it through 2021 and let me know if I nailed it. Because occasionally I just nail it. I just nail like the exact day or month or something like that. Speaking of money, it's a money night. It is a money night. We need Pink Floyd money song up in here. It is a money night. All right, Andrea. Hubby went crypto. Hubby went crypto. You gotta, once you go crypto, we got it out. We got it out. Crypto's beautiful though. Crypto's beautiful. Like if you're going to escape from the country or something and go somewhere else, you can't really carry a suitcase full of cash. You can put it in crypto, just wander over and then cash it out in crypto later. You know what I mean? That's really nice. It is very cool. It's a money night. It is a money night. Well, we can do the money trick. So there we go. All right. So Raina meant to donate $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. She started typing in $5 and then accidentally hit the $100. So then she donated $100. All right. But yeah, there we go. So there's what you can do. There's crypto. Once you go crypto, you got to invest it. And there's the crypto action right there. But yeah, let's see if we can do the crypto here. What are we going to do for a crypto deck? Oh, what would be good for that? If I'm going crypto, let's do the, no, I don't want to do the zombie. I just don't like zombie tarots. Does that make me a bad person? Does that make me a terrible person if I don't like zombie tarots? I want to do something different. I don't want to do the stinky tarot. All right, let's go with Thoth. Let's go with the Thoth derivative right here. Let's get serious with this. The Rosetta Tarot. If you're going to go with Thoth derivative, the Rosetta Tarot, I love this one. I don't like the Millennium Thoth. I'm just saying. I don't like the Millennium Thoth. I don't like the zombie deck. My problem with the zombie deck is it's so samey. Every card is a zombie, which every card should be a zombie because it's a zombie deck. All right. I mean, let's get real here. It is a zombie deck. Every card should be a zombie. But you know, how are you supposed to read with that? I'm just saying, how are you supposed to read with that? It's like, okay, well, you're in love. Here's some zombies. You break up. Here's some zombies. You make some money. Here's some more zombies. I mean, what am I supposed to do with this? This is not flexible enough for me to have fun with. And I need to have fun with it. Just saying. I do want to make a Thoth derivative deck. That is my plan. But it is a $600 investment, so maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll just make like 10 cards and post it. I don't know. Who knows? All right. Anyway, hubby went crypto. Are we going to make some cash? Speaking of cash, are we going to make some cash for that? Is that going to be a thing? Oh, Knight of Cups, peace and swiftness. How do we read this? Nine of Swords, cruelty. This is the worrying card. We are worrying. We do feel like we could be at a disadvantage at some point. Cruelty means that it's not actual cash. It's not something that we're holding. You know? We need to hold on to it, but we're not physically holding something, so it feels like it could just vanish and go away. It's also not FDIC insured. But yeah, it feels like that we can't do it properly, or we don't have enough security. That FDIC thing is not around. The government's not here to protect us. What happens if it just vanishes? How do I even know I invested anything? The Nine of Swords says there's a lot of concern, worry, and just sort of a beefy feel to it, to where you're like, oh, I really don't know. I really just don't know at the end. You know what I mean? Nine of Swords, cruelty. Knight of Cups, though, it is a leap. It is a leap. The other problem is what you're finding is the Two of Swords. There's a lot of different crypto. So when you say crypto, there's like hundreds of cryptos. So it feels like that there are so many crypto options. Which one do you go for? How do you do that? Do you do Bitcoin? Do you do some of the other gazillion crypto options out there? What do you do? Who do you rely on? Because a lot of the reviews are going to lean in one direction or another direction. So it feels like you need to figure out which option is going to be the best. So the piece says figuring out an option is going to be sort of difficult with this because there's just so many. But it is sort of a good feeling, a good feel of an investment. It is the future. Again, if we have some currency issues, crypto will be not so much affected. If we have, if you need to move somewhere, crypto is going to be an advantage. Again, you really can't carry a suitcase full of money around, et cetera, et cetera. And also your investments, if they're based upon in one country and you move to another country, then it's kind of tricky to get everything out. But crypto is so easy. But anyway, Eight of Wands says you eventually move out of it. I don't think this is something you're comfortable with over a long period of time. So, Andre, you're thinking, is this going to be, something fun? Let me put a couple of $100 into it. Maybe long term, we're going to invest, half our portfolio in it or something like that. That just doesn't seem to be the option. I think eventually swiftness says that it starts going up and down. It starts being so volatile. You're really worried about it. So at some point you just pull your money out and go with something more traditional, especially something that's going to be, government insured and everything like that. Now, granted, government insured doesn't work if the U.S. economy takes a real dump. You know what I mean? If you look at any country that has a market collapse, they'll freeze your money. You can't get it. You see this all the time with the stock market. Stock market will dive. They'll close it down. You can't touch any of your stocks. You can't do anything with it. And you see in other countries that have a a big volatility. They will lock down ATMs to where you can't just get your money out. But you see this all. So in other words, I'm not saying that a regular investment is secure because you have evidence that it's not. But I'm not saying this is more secure than a regular investment because you have evidence that that's not either. Anything you invest your money in, it just has problems over the long run. But Eight of Wands says you just get out of it. You come up with, you come up with just logical reasoning. Maybe this is something I don't want to be in long term. So there you go. There you go. Now you have the investment. Now you have the investment, and I hope it goes well, but I don't think you stick in it for the long term. Anyway, all right, the ebook reader. Onyx has released 8 different ebook readers. That is a lot of ebook readers. All right, does anybody have a question? What is crypto? It's basically a digital investment where you just invest in a digital commodity and then you wait for that, you wait for the value to go up or down. Many people will have options where you can spend your crypto, but again, so you'll see people that take Bitcoin or something like that. You never know. Anyway, yeah, basically Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is not the only one. I mean, there's literally hundreds of these things now. It could be thousands at this much, but yeah, hundreds of these things. Anyway, we are lucky we're the free healthcare hospitals. That's true. All right, let me know what anybody has some questions. We still got 20 minutes to go. So we can go to the very top at the beginning of the stream, but that's scrolled off. Amarayoti, yes, you can have a free reading. Let me know. Everything's pre-ordered. Yeah, I pre-ordered a lot of stuff too. I canceled a pre-order today because they said they were jacking the price of the shipping. I don't really want to pay their new jack price shipping cost. So, yeah, anyway. All right, Jinbo wants a love reading. Jinbo, let's get you some love. Let's get you some hearts up in here. Get some Jinbo love in there. See what is going to happen with your love life. Are we going to have somebody to snuggle with when it gets cold? You know what I mean? When it gets cold. How to deal with a narcissist. Get rid of them. Frida. I don't know. Narcissism is not a good situation to be in, because they're going to look out for themselves and they're going to shove you aside as they take care of themselves. It's good to take care of yourself. It's not good to take care of yourself at somebody else's expense. Just saying. Will it get the promotion next year? There we go. Diane, we'll check that out. In the meantime, let's see about love for Jinbo. Emperor, I think you have a love opportunity. We have something sort of coming in there. Boo Boo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate your other donation. The Emperor is interesting. It says that it's time to take control, take command, basically, of whatever it is, right? So if we're in love, we're in a relationship, it's sort of time to take the reins in some of that and sort of get serious with a little bit more of that. It also says if we're looking for somebody, maybe we need to take a little bit of command. Get on meetup.com and, go there and try to find somebody, get on some of the singles groups, maybe the local singles groups on Facebook or something, sort of meet people, go out and take sort of the reins for that. Emperor says, definitely don't be sitting around waiting for something to happen. It's time to sort of take the reins and get going with that as well. Nine of Cups says that you do have opportunities that are going to be fantastic coming up. And we're going to have the Nine of Cups feels very good. It feels like a completionist card where we find something that seems like it's going to be a while. We have a good relationship, a good steady, a good promising thing that's going to be in our life that we can really rely on and have that completionary type feeling there, the Nine of Cups. As far as pregnancy, we do have a pregnancy here. So, hey, maybe, I'm not going out on a limb, but maybe we have a pregnancy. But it also has sort of this Ten of Pentacles feel, right? We got the dog, the family, the house, we got the babies and everything. It, has that nice, either the Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and all of that good stuff. Knight of Swords. It does say we have some frustration involved with this, though. Normally, the Nine of Swords is sort of a movement, a fast movement, a quick movement. It almost seems like the relationship takes a bit of a toll or a bit of a turn very quickly and becomes a little bit of a challenge. We have some speed bumps to deal with on that. The Six of Swords is sort of interesting here as well. Six of Swords says that it's basically a journey. And if we do have problems, if we do have a sudden change of pace, we're going to have to stick with the journey. It's going to be better to stay with it than abandon it. You don't really have an Eight of Cups feel here. You have more of a stick with it, go the distance, make that journey, and there we go. Is that a TO emoji? Indeed it is. We have all sorts of emojis. If you want to join and become a member or whatever it's called, it's $1 a month, and you can use all the emojis you want. We got emojis out the wazoo. All right. So we got a weekend reading for Boo Boo. And then I wanted to do something about a raise. We'll do that. Boo Boo wants a weekend. See how that is going. Sierra, the list is open. We don't use a list, Sierra. There is no list. But post your question. And if I like it, I will read it. So post away, Sierra. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what your question has in store for all of us. Let's go to the Light Seers Tarot for this. Go to the Tarot Tower. By the way, if you're new, this is my Tarot Mega Tower. It fits 70 decks of cards. It is so fun. I love my tower. I do love my tower. Let me put the Light Seers up there. All right, see how the weekend is going to go. See if it's going to be interesting. And we got a... You miss snuggling. I'll snuggle with you. Who said they miss snuggling? Nina, I'll snuggle with you. We'll virtual snuggle together. Just, just a virtual snuggle. Keep you warm. If you need to keep warm, just, put yourself next to the exhaust fan of the computer. You know what I mean? And you have that warmness coming through. And just imagine it's me snuggling right there with you. Or you can just get a dog, Dog's the best snuggle partner you're ever going to have in your life. They are always there. They never break up with you. They never, they never ditch you. They never sue you. The dog, I'm just saying, the dog is literally your best friend. All right, let's see about this. Nine of Swords not looking good. Boo-boo. Nine of Swords, Five of Swords, a Three of... Boo-boo, this is terrible. Are you sure? Boo-boo, you may want to take this weekend off. We got this terrible card. We got another terrible card. We got another terrible card. And then it seems like everything is the same. So probably, we have a really sort of a Thoth feel here. Boo-boo, I didn't do the Thoth because I wanted to get you a good weekend. You're so generous and nice and everything, but I don't know what to say here. We got a couple of speed bumps coming this weekend. We got the Nine of Swords. Got a little bit of worry. Are we going to do a show tomorrow morning? Absolutely. CM, I am here for you tomorrow morning. Nine of Swords, we got a bit of a worry, a concern. It's almost like something surfaces that you've been worried about before. You thought it was going to go away, and it surfaces a little bit. You do need to sort of deal with this. The Five of Swords says, let's leap in front of this and deal with it before it gets too big. Three of Swords. You definitely want to sort of watch out as far as communication. I don't know if we're still in Mercury retrograde, but yeah, you may want to take this weekend off. This looks kind of challenging there. The Tower reverse, though, says it sort of settles down a little bit. So this is sort of a weird feeling here, right? The feel of this is we have this negativity, but it didn't trigger a Tower event. What does that mean? That means if you have a bunch of negativity over here, it may cause a big shakedown or a breakdown of something or anything like that. It's more of a sort of a negativity spike to where it just sort of hits. It feels negative. It doesn't feel like everything is going to be there and beautiful. But at the end of it, it's okay because it didn't really affect anything in the long run. Part of that could be just somebody, being a bud or something. I don't know. But it just feels like we have this spike of negativity. Overall, you're going to be all right. It didn't really cause anything. It was just something quick and short. So there you go. Sierra Davis, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. Let's see. So there's your weekend. Boo-boo. You know, I shuffled the Jesus out of those cards. I wanted to give you just a beautiful reading, but we didn't get there. But the good news is it doesn't look too bad. It just looked like something inconvenient. All right, CD wants to know. By the way, Sierra, thank you so much for your donation, hanging out with us tonight. I don't know if you've been here before, but I don't remember your name, but thank you so much. Robert, are you saying why won't Robert reach out to me? So Robert is, Sierra, let me know, Robert is not reaching out to you, and you want to know why they're not. Is that a correct statement? Let me know, because I don't want to get your reading wrong. All right, let's see. Well, let's try the zombie tarot. We're going with the zombie tarot. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. We're gonna see about it, because I did pay good money for this. It's too late to return it. The Z Tarot, we're going to give it a shot. Well, Sierra, thank you so much for joining us tonight. You got the money trick, Sierra. You saw the Tarot Mega Tower. You got all of the effects in here, because I'm just saying right now, we are on fire tonight. We are on fire. This is the place to be if you want some tarot. You like readings. We're here every single night, Sierra. Every single night. For the rest of your life, we're going to be here. All of your life, every night, we are here for you. All right. Oh, you got that ace. Got a 10. I mean, okay. All right, we got a clock feel here. Obviously, we got zombie hands. We got zombies. We got more zombies. It is a zombie deck. Not a big fan, but, there you go. All right, so let's see. Sierra said, yes, I know he stalks my page. Okay, so we broke up, apparently, or I don't know. Did you break up, or is this a new thing? And so he's looking at your page, but he's not reaching out. Okay, so we know he's interested. He's not taking any action with that. So, yeah, the Nine of Swords says they are concerned. There is some concern there. Maybe you have a big linebacker boyfriend or something that they're worried about. Maybe you have an intimidating look to you, or you have a nice life and they're sort of scared to sort of insert themselves into it. I mean, I don't really know, but we do have some worry and some concern feel with this particular person, and they are concerned about the whole thing. That also could leak over into maybe that they're in a relationship with somebody else, and they don't want that activity on their page, or they don't want activity on their phone or something where people are going to be sniffing around. But we have some concern. There is some concern within that. They also don't really want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with the whole situation. In other words, they want to skip the situation and not deal with it at all. Do they want to sort of be with you? Do they want to start something? Do they want to be around you? Absolutely. The ace says, yes, I do want to be in your life. I do want that sort of thing around there, but I'm concerned about something. What that something is, not really sure, but they definitely are concerned. They also don't want to disrupt daily, everyday life, which again leads me to maybe there's somebody in their life that's watching their phone. People get kind of possessive sometimes. So I want to see your phone. I'm going to look through your Facebook and see if somebody's cute is making a hello on there. You may have that feel there because they don't want interruption of day-to-day life. Again, they do have some interest, but again, they did block you. They're not reaching out, and they're sort of having problems with that. Overall, I think they warm up over time. They warm up a little bit. It's not like they're just cold the whole time. I think they warm up. You got to give them a little time. Again, I'm really leaning towards that they have somebody else, and you just maybe don't know it or something like that. But yeah, they have something else going on that they don't want to disrupt. You get that feeling, right? We get the feeling with the wheel. We get the feeling that there's something going on that they just don't want to disrupt. So there we go. We're talking about French ice cream tonight. That is true. We're talking about French ice cream. There we go. All right. Let's see. DYB, thank you for your donation as well. DYB, let me know what your question is. We will hop right to that. In the meantime, let's look at what's new in the tarot world. We got an oracle deck with only 36 cards. No, not going to do that. We have a oracle deck with massive borders. No, not going to do that. We have a collaborative deck that looks drastically different from card to card. No, we're not going to do that either. So while we wait for DYB, oh, there we go. Will the grant foundations companies release a check this month or next month? So we got checks this month or next month. Let's try that out. Let's do a DYB up in chat, and we're going to go for a tarot showdown. There we go. You know, I do have a sound effect for tarot showdown, but nobody wanted the sound effects, so there we go. No sound effects for you. Sometimes those decks feel like a money grab. That's the problem, isn't it? Like, which decks are gonna be just worth my time? Because there's so much competition. Like, I'm waiting for the Heaven and Earth Tarot Kit. I'm waiting for a bunch of other pre-orders. You know, it's so competitive right now. You just got to wonder what is going to be the optimal use of my cash, because you just don't want to buy like every deck. You're not really going to get any use from that or that, but you do want to get the good decks from the year. So there you go. All right, so here we go. For this month or next month, we have the option of figuring out which time the checks are going to be in. Over here, we got to throw down for this month. And then over here, we got to throw down for next month. So what are we going to do with this? How are we going to sort of organize which month to get it in? We do have some comfort. We do have some waiting period, sort of a good news type thing as far as this month goes. Seems that we're rounding out this month. We're not going to get in there the way that we need it. We're not going to get the opportunities like we needed them, right? So this month looks like it's going to be a little challenge. I would lean towards next month. Why? We have much better feel as far as the flow goes. As far as this particular cup goes, the flow back and forth just feels more sturdy. It feels more controlled. Over here, you just don't have the same amount of flow and things like that. And over here, sound effects, please. Boo Boo, thank you for your donation. I swear none of the folks who have sound effects ever show up on this stream. Maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, we could do one sound effect. I mean, there you go. We'll do a...
Time for a tarot throwdown.
There we go. We'll do a tarot throwdown. There's a sound effect for you. So, all right. But yeah, the sun really leans towards next month. Next month has more opportunities. Next month has a better feel. I think things are still brewing, and next month overall just has a better opportunity for getting that stuff done. There we go. All right, Boo Boo wants to know sound effects, please. Oh, okay. Sound effects, please. Thank you, Boo Boo, for your donation.
Hooray!
There we go. I appreciate you. As always, I appreciate you. Everything that you do for the channel. Everything, you're just amazing and awesome as always. Just saying. All right. So let's see. Wanted to do one more. Hook out for freebie. Is it love or lust? Whoa. Wow. You got it going on. Ultraviolet has some snuggling going on over there. All right. Intimate or just see feeling it. I wanted to do the promotion. I think we read for you promotion before, but let's do that again. Figure out how it's going to go. Diane, free to hit the mute button. Let's see. Lisa, gotta go. Sheriff is knocking on the door, asking us to evacuate. Well, Lisa, that's not good. I don't know. Diane. Okay, what month my promotion would be happening? We'll do this. Infinity, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, well, you got trumped by Infinity. When or how will I meet my soulmate that will marry me? Oh, there you go. When or how will I meet my soulmate? Let's see about that. We'll do that. We'll do that for the, we'll do an ending soon screen. I'm going to go and eat dinner and all of that stuff. It'll be the last reading. Let's go for the little, no, let's go for, oh, we haven't used this in literally forever. Let's go for the Shadowland Tarot. It has been a hot minute. I was so excited about the Shadowland Tarot too, and I got it. I use it a lot, but I just don't use it as much as I used to. It seems like it's kind of neglected a little bit. I need to just get back on it, get back using it on a regular basis. I'm just saying. A salad for dinner. That's all I ever have is a salad. So yes, absolutely, a salad for dinner. That is my one and only meal on this earth is a salad for dinner. I haven't had pizza in 7 years. I haven't had a hamburger in probably like 6 or 7 years. Yeah, been a while. Okay, let's talk about your soulmate. You don't agree with them on almost anything. Your soulmate is more of a physical soulmate. We really don't meet eye to eye on a lot of different things within this realm, right? The Hanged Man reversed, your soulmate is more of a physical soulmate. By the way, in case you're wondering what a physical soulmate is, go search my videos for soulmate, and you'll see a physical soulmate dedicated video. So there you go. Sharon wants to know, is there a list? There's no list. We're ending soon, but if there was not an ending soon, there is no list. With donations take priority, and then I pick at random. So the physical soulmate is going to be not meeting eye to eye with us at all. We have trouble communicating sometimes. We have disagreements. We have a lot of sort of volatility to that. And that's part of the physical soulmate feel as well, is that we don't see eye to eye on 90% of the stuff, and we end up breaking up, coming back. It's an on-off relationship, but it is a wonderful relationship. Physical soulmate feels like a real soulmate, like you just instantly hit that high and that wonderfulness of it. Feels like I've been with this person forever. I feel like it's a karmic relationship, like I've known them all my life, and all of this other stuff really feels good with that, right? 6 of Pentacles is a giving person as well. So they are a very passionate person, obviously being a physical soulmate, and it does feel sort of like that they are a bit too giving sometimes, or they try too hard to make you happy, which is okay. You know, it's great, but it does feel kind of awkward at some point. But yeah, physical soulmate is on and off relationship. It is passionate. It is huge. Somebody you remember for the rest of your life. If you do end up marrying this person, I think it's going to be kind of a problem because it's going to be kind of a rocky road. Again, that Hanged Man reverse just doesn't feel like what we need to do. Justice almost seems like that we end up in court. The court are sort of this is such a massive disagreement with such a variety of different things. We end up going through, again, the rocky road, the on and off type thing as well. Now, the Knight of Wands being reversed says overall you don't feel like that you're just at each other's throat, though. It's not one of those. It's more of a, you know, they're Republican and you're Democrat or something. It's just unacceptable. They have a different religion. They do things that are annoying. Just one of those things where everything just sort of stacks up. So as far as marriage, probably not the best thing, again, because it's going to be on and off. You really want to drag, you know, some kids into this or anything like that. But definitely a big, passionate relationship. A physical soulmate is one of those just massive, incredible relationships that you remember all your life. You definitely never leave the person. You always remember them. And you definitely do as well enjoy their company, again, on off. When it is on, it is on. It is just like, I mean, a physical soulmate is a very steamy, fiery, feels very, very like a mutual, you know, love thing, and you feel very loved as you sort of come into that. So there you go. Physical soulmate looking pretty good with all of that. End up in court. Maybe not the longest marriage. If you do want to get married with that, it could be kind of challenging, but definitely one of the most impactful relationships that you will have. So there you go. A bit too try hard with the giving and whatnot as far as it goes in the very first. And again, that's part of when you get that relationship that you feel is just right, you feel this is going to be the one type thing, you definitely have that thing to where you go the extra mile to make the person happy and whatnot. Anyway, so there we go. All right. Thank you for everybody hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. I will be here tomorrow morning. I'm going to be not lazy this weekend, I swear. So come join me in 11 hours, and we'll see you then.
I don't like being on my own. I could use someone to hold. And I've been trying to fill the void, but my bed is getting cold. Cause I don't have you, I don't have us, at least not anymore. You said you had to go away just to figure out who you are. And I'm in this empty house with your pictures on my wall. But I don't have you, I don't have us, at least not anymore.